Hello again, this is the Oracle, and we are continuing our series on money. This particular series should be in 2 to 3 parts, and it is Manifesting Money Metaphysically. It takes its first and second parts from the previous three videos on money, which were from my own personal journals as to how I arrived at the knowledge and insights about money that we might apply to our lives. Of course, I am my own path, and you will be your own, but it never hurts to have some tips or cheat sheet to help you adjust your course depending on how you're going. So now I am going to give you some very practical means by which to manifest money. It's one thing to talk about it and about how we've come through and how much money one might have or how much one can manifest, but it's infinitely more rewarding and useful to know how to do it yourself. So, the first thing I'd like to tell you about manifesting money is the Lord's Prayer and the 23rd Psalm are the most useful tools to start with. Always begin with Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. And also the 23rd Psalm, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Now, on another video in this series, if you will look for it, you will see a modern day explanation of the 23rd Psalm, and that will help you know how to work with this particular prayer. But you need only say it as a part of your daily affirmations before you begin and before you sleep at night, and you can be sure that you will have the monies or the things that you need come to you. You must, as I say, stay in a constant state of being connected to spirit and know without any fail, without any doubt, that your needs will be met, for they have always been met. Otherwise, you would not even be here to have this new need or this new concern. There are no concerns that are too large or too small for that which gives to us our breath, our movement, our life. Now, there's such a thing as a test that I'd like you to make called the magic penny. And on this particular set of videos, there is finding pennies discussion. But if you happen to have a penny or more, I recommend that you throw them away in the streets, or that you leave them on a counter, or you put them in one of those little dishes at the convenience store, or you just simply lay them on a seat somewhere and let them go. Within a week of the time that you have done that, those pennies will find their way back to you. You will find them at your feet. Someone will give you more than you need. They will be at odd places in odd ways. But whatever number of pennies you have put out, they will find their way back to you plus some. This will show you that the law of giving and receiving, of cause and effect, of attraction and retraction is working. So do the penny test as the first way to know that money will come to you as a result of your giving money. The next way that you can metaphysically create money for yourself is to draw a money circle. The money circle can be drawn on your floor with a piece of chalk or pencil, and then you make a circle with the single bills, coins, or just coins. So your money circle, you will draw on the floor a circle and make of it a and lay coins, dollars and cents, all around in a circle. Put it somewhere where people won't mess it up and you can get to it easily from day to day. You stand in that circle and declare with great force your need for what you want, and it will sound like this. God is the source for the wealth that I seek. I know that He is prospering me in all ways. I am now living an abundant life because I believe in a God of abundance. I am supplied with everything that contributes to my well-being, and I experience daily the fruits of God within me. Money is constantly circulating in my life. and I use it wisely and constructively. Money flows to me freely, joyously, and endlessly because money is just an idea in the mind of God. His riches are forever flowing through my life, and there will always be a divine surplus. Amen. So you can listen to this video over and over until you get all those words written down. But the shortcut to this longer prayer is this one. Money must fly to me for my needs and troubles to cease. Please send me the money I seek so my mind will be at peace. I'll say the shortcut again for you. Money must fly to me for my troubles to cease. Please send me the money I seek so my mind will be at peace. So that is the shortcut. And this prayer belongs to Carlton Edwards, who sent me a powerful wealth secret #1. And I share it with you now as the money circle. As the money circle. So that's the second metaphysical way. The third metaphysical way to get money is to ask for help. Ask your bank. Now, more recently, in October, I was at my last wit's end, and I just had nowhere else to turn. I could not make ends meet. A friend of mine, Eternity, said, "Go to the bank and ask for a loan." I wasn't sure my credit was strong enough, and I had stayed away for that reason. I went in, and the bank manager welcomed me as if he was expecting me, set me down and shook my hand, and asked me what did I need. And I said the figure, and he said, "Well, how's your credit?" And I said, "I'm not sure. The last I heard it was in the high 600s." Well, he looked at it, and it turns out that it was in the high 700s on its way to 8. And so I got the loan, which allowed me to consolidate things, pay off many things, and get myself on a more solid footing. So ask for help. Go to a state agency if you have not. Ask around how other people are making it and find the secrets that others are using to survive in these times. Ask your friends for loans. Some of them do have it to give, but they will not give if you do not ask. And in some cases you may say, "I don't know when I can pay you back." And in other cases you can say, "I will be able to pay you back as soon as I'm working again." Or "I will pay you back as soon as X thing happens." You can ask family, and sometimes they are kind enough to give without asking for repayment, and sometimes they have other solutions. Keep in mind when you ask for help, it may not be about the dollar bill. It may in the end be about some other means to meet a need that goes beyond money. It may solve the problem for which the money is needed in the first place. You can ask at church. There may be members there who will be willing, or a fund for members who are having a bit of bad luck, or a moment, as I say, of being fallow. There are insurance policies that you may have had. The insurance policies will allow you to borrow against them. That will help you. Talk to the loan officer. And finally, and last but not least, there might be credit card availability of cash. So you can ask for help. But if the issue keeps pressing, make sure that you always say thank you, regardless of whether you have money or not. And sit quietly and listen into spirit and say, "Spirit, is there something I'm not doing or something that I ought do to open the channels to my abundance and receptivity for money? Please teach me. Teach me, please, Spirit." And I promise you, these things that I'm sharing with you now will work. Another thing that you can do is request debt cancellation. You can write your creditors and anybody that to whom you are in debt and you can ask forbearance, ask them to let the charge go, to free you from it altogether. I have had that happen with insurance companies. And or you can ask them to reduce the amount of interest, because if you've paid faithfully up to a point, perhaps they will. You can ask them to reduce the payments themselves, and that might increase the interest, but that would help. You can ask them what would be the payoff discount, That is, if you decided to pay it all at once to get it out of the way, they might be able to, on a $500 loan, reduce it to $340. So you could pay it. You could refinance. You could also get debt consolidation with one of the credit counseling agencies. Do be careful, though, that you work with an agency that is backed by your state. Some of the companies that say they do debt consolidation take money from you and do not make payments. And other times they charge you huge amounts to do the payments through the consolidation process. Be careful of those. And you can extend the loan length for any loan that you might already have. And finally, you can reduce the financial payment, as I've said. All right, so that's another thing. You can go to these websites to help yourself have a better support. This is I Did So, So Can You. It's a website that teaches you how to earn $3,500 by getting other people to give to the person before them. So it's kind of like a chain letter, but in a chain participation. Nobody buys anything. It's a gift of money that each person makes. So by the time you get one person, the next person that they get is your person. And the next person that that person gets is their person. So it's really quite an interesting way to make money. Also, there is www.missingmoney.com, where there might be funds that you have had or someone you know has had in banks, credit unions, or in other financial institutions that has not been able to be located. You might be one of those people. There is also the foundationcenter.org, where you can get started and find a foundation that might be willing to fund your imaginative project or help you, because there are many foundations for many things. And then there's grants.com, which you might find a grant that would help you. Of course, grants.com charges, so you want to be careful with selecting that one. And the United States itself has government monies that are available through grant processes, USA.gov, HTTP, USA. So think of that. Then there's another agency called fatwallet.com. And fatwallet.com would help. Smartaboutmoney.org and coolsavings.com, pricegrabber.com. And then if you're in some kind of situation where you just simply have a lot of accounts that you're not paying, they're just there, cancel them. And so in 4 years, if you haven't paid on an account, they are automatically canceled and should be removed from your credit report. So your credit report won't work against you. So these are more practical means by which you can save yourself a lot of trouble. So it's not always about more money. Sometimes it's about being more smart. Number 7, save all the change that you are from any purchases that you make. Keep it in a big jar. Save it to your birthday or Christmas or some other emergency. You will find that you will have more money than you thought you had in change. I have saved up to $300 in change, so I know you can too. If you need additional aid with your children, you can go to www.childcareaware.org. If you need some additional aid from the government, you can go to www.achs.gov/program/OFAL. All of these are government programs to help you get back on your feet if you've lost power. www.dressforsuccess.org is on the line. They help you get clothing if you are looking for a job or you feel like you don't have adequate dress to meet the public and do things that'll move you forward. Finally, There is um, a, excuse me, I dropped the card on the floor. State missing funds and property. But these two page notations that you see here come from Gary Trudeau's book about finding money. So page 232 and 235 would be useful to review. The next thing I'd like to say too is keep an eye to the ground when you're walking. Look for wallets and purses or bills in the gutter or laying at your feet. Blowing in the wind, believe it or not, is a lot of money. I have found $25, $10, $100, $50 bills, $1 bills right at my feet. So kind of look down every now and then. You never know what's yours if you don't cast about. So don't walk looking so straight ahead, and see if you might start to find more money than you knew. There are many coins that indicate our fortune and our changing fortunes, and many of you may have already seen Finding Pennies video that I've done here on YouTube. So check that out to amplify what I said about finding money. The ninth way in which you can have money is when you need it hard and fast money is to pawn or sell any usables that you have. Anything that's unusual or rare or antique that you have had a long time might bring you some nice money. You can look for antique stores to sell to, or find out if the antique person has a buyer or buyers who will be interested in the kind of things that you have. For myself, I have a lot um, of those pets uh, candy dispensers, and I collect those, and I'm waiting for the day when I can do a killing on some of the ones that I've saved from several years. So that would help. I've got a Princess Diana collection, a Michael Jackson collection. I've got a Star Trek collection. So I've got a lot of collections that would be sellable if I needed money quick, hard, and fast. And you can believe I have sold lots of things in order to help myself. So help yourself. Number 10, write a check to yourself. Now, this is a metaphysical thing that many people don't know. But you write a check to yourself for the amount you need and by the date that you need it, and write on the memo line for what. Then you sign the check and put it under a candle in any place you consider sacred, and that amount should show up by the time you need it. You just stay conscious. You can say thank you for the $10,000, thank you for the 3,000, thank you for the 500, whatever it is you're needing every day, and that would help. You can also add a chant to it. Okay, and there are many chants. If you go on Google and put in money chants, you will find that there's so many mystical chants for money in the world. So I won't affect to teach you mine, but I have one by the poet and writer Asterius, and his goes like this: Money, money, crystalline stream right down into my hands. Money, money, crystalline stream right down into my hands. So I say that at night. Recently, I put a number of copies of $100 bills in my pillowcase and put them in my bed. And I said every night before I went to sleep, money, money, crystalline stream right down into my hands. And in the last 2 weeks, more $100 bills have come through my hands than I've ever had in a lifetime. I must have had $2,000 pass through my hands from various sources. And I realized that I had created that, and so you can too. Money must come to me for my mind to be at peace. Please send me the money I need for my troubles to cease. Another metaphysical thing you might do is write 15 times or 3 times each. I am happy, healthy, prosperous, and free. You can do that. I am happy, healthy, prosperous, and free. Or you can write, I am programmed from early. I am reprogrammed from loss and lack. I have everything I need to be successful and prosperous. So you can write that 15 times a day or 3 times a day. And I tell you, as you write these things, your subconscious mind begins to take them in. and believe and work with you to create the manifestation you're looking for. I also say a metaphysical thing that you can do to make more money come in your life is to make space for more. Make the space to have more. Empty your drawers that are full of stuff that don't serve you. Empty a closet or make a section of the closet free where you're not using it. Make space for more to come. Send away all old things, unbroken things, unusable things, and recycle things. Do that twice a year. Clear out your closets, your drawers, and leave at least one drawer empty so that you can receive. Nature abhors a vacuum, so throw away all junk and clutter and give away things that someone else can use that you're through using, and I promise you more will come. Nature abhors a vacuum. This is a metaphysical way to create money. One of the things you can do is read the promises of God about prosperity and abundance that are in the Bible. And in my money journal that I just finished sharing with you before I started this particular topic on metaphysical ways of creating money, I read several of the scriptures that have to do with money. So please watch those videos as well so you can know which scriptures are the promises that God has made us about money. Tithe, no matter what. So if you make $90 a week, then give $9 as tithe. Test the theory. You can't beat God giving. If you give of the little you have, He will give much of what is in the kingdom. This is a proven means by which to generate money. Always tie to whomever it is that gives you spiritual food. I am the Oracle and I give you spiritual food, so you are free to send me any donation of your tithe that you would like. You can also give it to children's organizations, animal organizations, organizations for various diseases that need to have money to keep the research going. You can turn your attention away from your worries and fears. And the way you do that is you help out someone else. You join an agency and volunteer. Pick up trash in your neighborhood or volunteer your time and your talents with a theater group or with a building group, Habitat for Humanity. Nature abhors a vacuum, so if there's something that needs to be done and you can pitch in, do that. What will free you from being obsessed by the demon of lack and want will be to help someone else. Another metaphysical means by which you can come away with a sense of being whole and fulfilled is to give away something of value. Give of what you have. It will return. But make sure you give without a thought of getting. So if you've got things that others often say, oh, that's nice, I'd like to have that, give it to them. If they want it that bad, they can have it. You don't need it. And whatever is yours will come back to you in such a fantastic and excellent way. This one suggests that you transmute the desire into money. So what you want to do is make the desire that you have turn into money. Now, I got this idea from a tape by a very famous man who worked with J.P. Morgan and other financiers and found a way to make himself rich. And he says you have to know that your thoughts are mixed with emotions. So once you mix your thought with the emotion of what you want, the thought of what you want plus the emotion on how bad you want it, plus the belief that you can get it, and then you write that desire down and say it twice every day, will upgrade your money consciousness and will bring that thing to you much faster. So money, once you concentrate the desire for the thing that you want, which is not necessarily the money itself, but what the money can buy, do, or give you, then that would be a way, metaphysically, to get what you want. So transmute your desire into the money equivalent. Thoughts must be mixed with emotion. That emotion must go with belief. Then write the desire that you believe what you should have and say it twice. Money consciousness concentrated makes us desire come to us. Make what you want a burning obsession. Talk about it to yourself night and day, like me every night saying, "Money, money, crystallize, stream right down into my hands. Money, money, crystallize, stream right down into my hands." Another means by which you can make money happen for you is use feng shui. Okay, put a fountain in your house. Get some wind chimes outside. Angle the furniture at the right directions. Don't sit people in front of the window. Get a crystal at your door. Reflect back that energies. Put a mirror that redirects energies from outside back out. And make sure you've got good circulation of air through the house. Feng Shui is a very important part of generating funds and harmony and peace in your home. So that's another metaphysical way to assure that you will have money, abundance, prosperity, opulence, as is said. The 22nd thing that I think you might do is to do a forgiveness list and clear old resentments. So you will need to write a list of everybody who has ever hurt you that you can remember. If you can remember, notice if the feeling is still there about it. If the feeling's still there, you haven't forgiven quite yet. So you'll need to go inside yourself and forgive the person who has hurt you, each one of them one at a time. In this series of videos that I have, there's one called Loosing the Birds of the Heart, and there's another one on a trance journey where you give flight to the birds of the spirit. Please do some of those journeys to do your forgiveness work, or just simply make it up inside of yourself. Go to your heart, close your eyes, visualize that person, tell that person what they've done to you, ask them to apologize to you, and have them say the words you need to hear that will allow you to forgive and forget. And I promise you, that one will be off your list and open your heart more to receive. If your heart is closed because you have um, un, unforgiven or unrectified emotional entanglements, it's very hard to receive when you get those kind of blocks. Unblock yourself. I've already talked about thinking positively when I did the card show. So I will just tell you that thinking positively means keep your moral high ground. Stay pleasant. Give someone the benefit of the doubt. Focus on what's right and good, or what is good in the situation. And here are the key words to remember in thinking positively: love, hope, compassion, kindness, enthusiasm, and joy. Even when you're down and feeling low, do try your best to fight back with enthusiasm, joy, in spite of appearances and circumstances. Another good creative exercise for metaphysical handling of the fact that you may or may not have money is to make a poster of your desires. That is, a collage. Cut magazine pictures out of the things you want. Date that poster and check it monthly for what has come into being. But I keep one under my mattress on my bed so that when the thing comes true, I put the date on that part of it. That's how I got a house and a dog and a car all in the same year. And I lost them in the next year in the lightning strike, but that's another story. 25. You can't get what you want. You can't get what you want without helping others get what they want. That's a law. You can't do anything with fear or doubt or indecision. So you have to stop fearing, you have to stop doubting, and you have to make a decision. And you can't hate and resent people if you want to be successful and have the love of the universe flow to you with abundance. And without faith, an idea of what is, um, you you won't be able to, without faith, an idea of what it is or what you'll pay and when you want it. So you need faith to know what you want and that you want it and that you'll get it. So you have to focus. You have to keep your eye on the prize. Find out your birth numbers, your colors, and the day you were born. Use these numbers and colors and day whenever there's something that numbers are called for. Whenever numbers are called for, or colors, or a day, then use your birthday. If you're going to go to a casino, go on the day that you were born. If you were born on a Wednesday or Thursday, go on a Wednesday or Thursday. If the color red seems to be good for you, wear the color red often because it brings you good luck and draws people to you. When you have to play numbers or need a number, then use your birth numbers, whatever they might be. For the lottery, however, it is suggested that you do not use numbers below 31, even though all numbers eventually don't go any higher than 31 for people's birthdays. So make sure that if you do use your birthday, use only the first and second number, and then all other numbers above 31 should be helpful in winning the lottery. Number 27. Watch your fortune cookies for messages. Watch your dreams for signs and symbols that mean prosperity over time. And listen to the golden-tongued wisdom. So if you're standing in a line and somebody says, yeah, and I looked in my pocket and there was $20, that's for you to hear. So go home and look in your pockets. There's money there waiting for you. So just stay alert that the universe is speaking to you at all times and that in fact you will be prosperous. You're just missing some cues. All right, number 28. Sing in the face of your despair. Smile when you have no hope. Dance when you're feeling down. And speak to a stranger and put hope in the world for that person. This will lift you up. These are metaphysical means to draw money to you. You may chant Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. There's a video in this series that teaches you to not only do the chant Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, but it also teaches you mudras, hand symbols to go with it. So set up a mirror or write a list of your desires and paste them on the mirror and then chant looking at yourself. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Make an altar. Make an altar. Keep a candle burning at all times with the money, a dollar underneath it. That will always mean that you will always have a dollar, so there's no such thing as being broke. Keep a bowl of fruit and some pieces of fruit in it. If you can see behind me, there is a bowl of fruit on my altar. Let's see if I can show it to you. There you go. There's a mirror reflecting back against this computer, flowers, light and candles, a bowl of fruit. There's a fountain with water running. That's my feng shui. And as you can see, I have other images like the angels that support. So try to make an altar, keep a candle going, a bowl of fruit, some kind of vibratory stone, and use some spiritual images that please you. Crosses if you wish, little Buddhas, whatever is your particular interest. Four-leaf clovers, pendulums, 5-point stars, whatever it has significance for you for bringing luck and fortune. Never spend your last dollar, so you can never be broke. Never spend your last dollar. Keep a dollar in your pocket. If you've got one, it will attract others. Collect things to sell if times get hard. And I've already told you about the magic pennies, so this brings me to the last part of what I wanted to bring to your attention. Yard sales, insurance policies, and class action suits are things that will often bring money. If you'll look up class action suits on the internet, you will find that there is a whole industry of people and organizations and corporations that are very busy fighting back, paying back for things that they've done wrong. So if you're a consumer like I am, you often are a member of the pursuing party. If you find a class action suit that you're a party to, you need only let them know that you bought the product or service, and then they'll put you on the list for whenever that case is settled, and you will receive what other people who bought that product or service wrongly will receive. I have gotten travel vouchers. I have gotten refunds from Microsoft. I've gotten refunds from TWA. I've gotten all kinds of coupons and considerations from other companies as a result of class action suits. So please get yourself enrolled in a class action suit service, and it usually costs nothing. Just need to go to a website and do so. All right, I am done with giving you your lesson in how to manifest money metaphysically. I hope these practical means will allow you to upgrade your life in such a way as to be more abundant and more prosperous. Please let me know at P.O. Box 3783, Merced, California 95301, USA, how you're doing and if you have had great success. I am Shariananda, the Oracle, metaphysician, healer, and public speaker. Thank you for letting me contribute to your life. Good day.